Science 2, Lesson 4, Environmental Management. First question from the exercise: reorganize the following food chain. Describe the ecosystem to which it belongs. Grasshopper, snake, paddy field, eagle, frog. तो पहला उन लोग ने बोला है कि रीऑर्गेनाइज द फॉलोइंग फूड चेन. ये जो फूड चेन है वो गलत दिया है, उसको रीऑर्गेनाइज करके बराबर ऑर्डर में लिखना है. तो फर्स्ट क्या आएगा? करेक्ट ऑर्डर ऑफ फूड चेन इज व्हाट? पैडी फील्ड, उसके बाद आएगा ग्रास हॉपर, देन फ्रॉग, स्नेक, ईगल. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन उन लोग ने पूछा है डिस्क्राइब द इकोसिस्टम टू विच इट बिलोंग. तो ये जो है फूड चेन दिया है वो कौन सा इकोसिस्टम को बिलोंग करता है और उसको डिस्क्राइब करना है. तो उसका आंसर क्या रहेगा? First point, the given food chain belongs to terrestrial ecosystem. Second point, in the given ecosystem, paddy crops in the field are primary producers that obtain energy from the sun. This energy is transferred to the primary consumers, grasshopper. Secondary consumers, a frog, feed on grasshoppers, which in turn pass on the energy to the tertiary consumers, that is snakes. The apex consumers are eagles. Second question, explain the statement, we have got this earth planet on lease from our future generations and not has an ancestral property from our ancestors. Answer, first point, planet earth is not our ancestral property and one cannot make undue claims on it or inherit it. Second point, the existence of humans completely depends on the existence of nature. Thus, it is our responsibility to preserve nature and maintain its balance. Third point, to procure the basic needs of food, clothing and shelter, we have exploited many natural resources. Irrational use of natural resources leads to their depletion. Fourth point, natural resources need to be taken care of as a borrowed property, as we have to sustain these resources for future generation. Fifth point, humans are entrusted with the responsibility of preserving these natural resources for our future generations, and hence we have to remember that the earth has not been obtained only as ancestral property, but we have to save it for future generations. Third question, write short notes. शॉर्ट नोट्स का फर्स्ट वाला शॉर्ट नोट किसके बारे में लिखना है? ए, एनवायरमेंटल कंजर्वेशन. आंसर, फर्स्ट पॉइंट, व्हेन सम नेचुरल फैक्टर्स ऑफ environment and some artificial polluted factors harm the environment, it creates imbalance between various factors of the environment and ultimately affects the existence of biotic factors. Second point, in an attempt to live a satisfactory life, human kept on snatching from nature as much as possible, and this led to increase in problems. Ultimate adverse effect of all these is on the existence of all the living organisms, and out of this, environment conservation has become the need of our. Third point, for this purpose, values like positive attitude and affection towards environment, knowledge about it, should be inculcated among the children since their childhood. This will help to make their future generation more aware about environment conservation and protection. Fourth point, for environmental conservation, the government has enacted laws like Forest Conservation Act 1980, Environmental Conservation Act 1986. Second short note, B, Chipko movements of Bisnoy. Answer, first point, the Bisnoys may be considered as India's first environmentalist. Second point, in 1730 AD, 363 Bisnoys led by Amrita Devi sacrificed their lives for protecting kheri trees, which was considered as sacred for their community. Third point, they refused to let the king's men cut trees in her village. Fourth point, Amrita Devi and other Bisnoys showed courage by embracing the trees to protect them. They were killed as they opposed the king. थर्ड शॉर्ट नोट दैट इज सी थर्ड शॉर्ट नोट किसके बारे में है? बायोडाइवर्सिटी. Biodiversity is the richness of living organisms in nature due to presence of varieties of organisms, ecosystems and genetic variations within a species. Biodiversity occurs at 3 different levels. For second point, genetic diversity, occurrence of diversity among the organisms of same species is genetic diversity. Possibility of wiping out the species arises if there is decrease in the diversity within the species whose member involved in sexual reproduction. Third point, species diversity. Innumerable species of organisms occur in the nature. This is called as species diversity. Species diversity includes various types of plants, animals and microbes. Fourth point, ecosystem diversity. Many ecosystems are present in each region. Ecosystem is formed through the interaction between plants, animals, their habitat, and changes in the environment. Each ecosystem has its own characteristic animals, plants, microbes, and a biotic factor. अभी ये जो क्वेश्चन का जो आंसर है वो टेक्स्ट बुक में पेज नंबर 42 में मिल जाएगा. फोर्थ शॉर्ट नोट दैट इज डी. It is about what? Sacred groves. Answer. First point, the forest conserved in the name of God and considered to be sacred is called as sacred grove. Second point, these are in fact sanctuaries conserved by the society and not by the government forest department, as it has been conserved in the name of God. It has special protection. Third point, these clusters of thick forest are present not only in Western Ghats of India but in the entire country. Fourth point, more than 13,000 sacred groves have been reported in India. अभी ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 43 में मिल जाएगा और ये नवंबर 2020 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा गया था. फिफ्थ शॉर्ट नोट, ई डिज़ास्टर एंड इट्स मैनेजमेंट. अभी ये जो क्वेश्चन का जो आंसर है शॉर्ट नोट है वो लेसन नंबर 10 में मिलेगा. आंसर. फर्स्ट पॉइंट, वेरियसली डेंजरस इवेंट्स ऑकर मैनी टाइम्स इन द एनवायरनमेंट विच इज़ नोन एज डिज़ास्टर्स. सेकेंड पॉइंट, floods, wet and dry famine, cyclones, earthquakes, volcanoes, etc. are some of the main natural disasters. Third point, environment is also damaged due to the use of natural resources for our development. This leads to sudden disasters unexpected to humans. This can be called as man-made disasters. Fourth point, disasters occur suddenly. It cannot be predicted, hence precautions are not possible. Huge losses to the property occur in the area of disaster. Fifth point, disaster management is achieving or time to time improving the ability to face the disasters through scientific and careful observations and analysis of data. For example, preparing the action plan through study of various aspects like preventive measures, rehabilitation and reconstruction, and executing that plan is nothing but the management of disaster. Sixth point, disaster management can be divided into two parts. First one is pre-disaster management and second one is post-disaster management. जैसे मैंने पहले ही बताया था कि ये शॉर्ट नोट लेसन नंबर 10 में मिल जाएगा, दैट इज़ पेज नंबर 109 में डिज़ास्टर के बारे में मिलेगा और पेज नंबर 114 में डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट के बारे में मिल जाएगा. फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, how will you justify that overcoming the pollution is a powerful way of environmental management? Answer. First point, unnecessary and unacceptable changes in the surrounding environment due to natural events or human activities is called as environmental pollution. That is, direct or indirect changes in physical, chemical and biological properties of air, water and soil which will be harmful to human and other living organisms is environmental pollution. Second point, various reasons like population explosion, fast industrialization and indiscriminate use of natural resources, deforestation and Unplanned urbanization are responsible for environmental pollution. Third point, ultimate adverse effect of all these is on the existence of all living organisms. Fourth point, pollution must be controlled in order to have good quality of the environment. We need to come together to overcome pollution. It will preserve our environmental resources and improve the environment quality. और ये जो आंसर है टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 39 में बहुत सारा पॉइंट्स मिल जाएगा. नेक्स्ट फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन, which projects will you run in relation to environmental conservation and how? Answer, first point, projects on collection of plastic waste for recycling, conservation of biodiversity, tree plantation program, etc. can be carried out for environmental conservation. Second point, explain the adverse effects of use of plastics on environment, disposal and management of waste to people. Third point, convincing people about the importance of trees and tree plantation campaign. Fourth point, making posters that provide more information about environment conservation, saving energy and other natural resources to raise public awareness. Fifth point, people should be made aware of segregating of waste into dry and wet types and then its proper disposal. Sixth point, spreading awareness that using bicycle or walking down shorter distances or using public transport systems are the better alternatives. Seventh point, such small acts can certainly help in the environmental conservation. Sixth question, answer the following. First one, that is A, write the factors affecting environment. Answer, first point, at present many environmental problems have been arisen due to the effect of various natural and artificial factors on the earth. Second point, when some natural factors of environment and some artificial polluted factors harm the environment, it creates imbalance between various factors of the environment and ultimately affects the existence of biotic factor. Third point, various reasons like population explosion, fast industrialization, and indiscriminate use of natural resources, deforestation and unplanned urbanization alter the condition of the environment. Fourth point, the natural disasters such as earthquake, flood, dry and wet famine, forest fire, etc. affect the environment. Second question, that is B, why does human beings have important place in environment? इसका आंसर का फर्स्ट पॉइंट है, on the earth, human being proved its superiority as compared to other animals with the help of characters like intelligence, memory, imaginary ability, etc. Second point, human established domination over the nature. Human utilized all the natural resources as much as possible and this led to increase in problems. Third point, thus human has the crucial role in maintaining the environmental balance. Fourth point, humans are capable of conserving and improving the quality of nature. Fifth point, except man, no other organisms on earth can maintain the environmental balance. Sixth point, humans therefore have an important place in the environment. ये जो आंसर है टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 41 में मिल जाएगा. Now third one, that is C, write the types and examples of biodiversity. Answer, first point, biodiversity is the richness of living organisms in nature due to presence of varieties of organisms, ecosystems and genetic variations within a species. Biodiversity occurs at three different levels. Second point, genetic diversity. Occurrence of diversity among the organisms of same species is genetic diversity. Example, each human being is different from other. Possibility of wiping out the species arises if there is decrease in the diversity within the species whose members involve in sexual reproduction. Third point, species diversity. Innumerable species of organisms occur in the nature. This is called as species diversity. Species diversity includes various types of plants, animals and microbes. Fourth point, ecosystem diversity. Many ecosystems are present in each region. Ecosystem is formed through the interaction between plants, animals, their habitat and changes in the environment. Each ecosystem has its own characteristic animals, plants, microbes and abiotic factors. ये आंसर टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 42 में मिल जाएगा। और ये जो क्वेश्चन है वो नवंबर 2020 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था। क्वेश्चन पूछा था एक्सप्लेन द 3 डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी। डी फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, how biodiversity can be conserved? Answer, biodiversity can be conserved by the following ways. First point, conservation of all plants and animals. Second point, protection of rare species of organisms. Third point, projects for conservation of special species. Fourth point, establishment of national parks and sanctuaries. Fifth point, declaration of some regions as bioreserves. Sixth point, maintenance of records of traditional knowledge. Seventh point, strict observation of the acts and rules. अभी ये जो आंसर है वो टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 43 में मिल जाएगा। 43 में ये जो ब्लू बॉक्स में दिया है that is the answer of this question. Question fifth one, that is E. What do we learn from the story of Jadav Molai Payang? Answer, first point, Jadav Molai Payang single-handedly transformed a barren land into forest. Second point, it was due to his positive attitude and hard work that he could achieve success in planting trees in over 1,360 acres of land. Third point, from his story it is clear that if many people come together to destroy the forest, but a single person, if determined, can establish a new forest. Fourth point, thus it is clear from the story of Molai Payang that even a common man can contribute a lot for the conservation and protection of the environment. और ये क्वेश्चन जो है बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम मार्च 2022 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा गया था। नेक्स्ट F, क्वेश्चन नंबर F, राइट द नेम्स ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट्स। 34 highly sensitive biodiversity spots are reported all over the world. Second point, such areas had once occupied 15.7% area of the earth. At present, 86% of the sensitive areas are already destroyed. Third point, presently only 2.3% area of the earth has been left over with sensitive spots. It includes 150,000 plant species, which are 50% of the world count. Fourth point, as far as India is considered, out of 135 species of animals, 85 species are found in the jungles of eastern region. Fifth point, about 1,500 endemic plant species are found in Western Ghat. Sixth point, out of the total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 are endemic. ये जो आंसर है वो टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 44 में मिल जाएगा। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर G, which are the reasons for endangering the many species of plants and animals? How can we save those? Answer, first point, natural disaster like earthquake, flood, dry and wet famines, etc. are reasons for plants and animal species to become endangered. Second point, man-made disasters due to fast industrialization, indiscriminate use of natural resources, deforestation, unplanned urbanization are responsible for extinction of many species. Third point, hunting and poaching leads to decline of wild animals. Fourth point, air, water and soil pollution also leads to decline of wild animals. Fifth point, the natural habitat of animals get destroyed due to construction of roads, dams, buildings, roads, mining activities, etc. Sixth point, endangered animals and plants can be saved by controlling the pollution. Seventh point, public awareness about the importance and protection of wildlife. Eighth point, various acts and rules have been formulated to protect the organisms. Ninth point, a stretch of land can be protected by declaring it as sanctuary or a national park by the government. Seventh question, what are the meanings of the following symbols? Write your role accordingly. ये तीनों सिंबल्स जो है वो बोर्ड के जुलाई 2019 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था. तो फर्स्ट सिंबल क्या बताता है, मीनिंग क्या है, रिड्यूस, रीयूज, रिसाइकल. व्हाट इज़ अ रोल? Recycle and reuse the materials in order to reduce the waste. Second symbol was this. Meaning of this symbol is what? Save water. Role क्या है? Do not waste water and repair the leakage pipe. Third symbol was this. Meaning of this is what? Renewable solar energy. What is the role? Use renewable source of energy to prevent depletion of non-renewable energy. Extra questions asked in the board exam from lesson 4, that is environment management. तो ये lesson में से जो extra questions board exam में पूछा गया था, let us discuss about that. First one, choose the correct alternative. तो पहला वाला क्या था? A, in a food chain autotrophic plants are present at the dash level. Option क्या दिया था? Tertiary nutrition. Second one, B, secondary nutrition. C, producer. D, apex. तो आंसर क्या है? ऑप्शन सी, प्रोड्यूसर. तो आंसर इधर क्या आएगा? ब्लैंक में प्रोड्यूसर लेवल. ये मार्च 2019 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा था. बी, which sanctuary of Assam is under threat due to dams and indiscriminate use of water? ऑप्शन क्या दिया? ए, ताडोबा. बी, काजीरंगा. सी, मानस. डी, सुंदरबान. तो आंसर क्या है? सी, मानस. ऑप्शन सी, मानस इज़ अ राइट आंसर. ये नवंबर 2020 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था. सी, जेनेटिक चेंजेस ऑकर ड्यू टू डैश पोल्यूशन. ऑप्शन ए क्या है? रेडियो एक्टिव. बी क्या है? एयर. सी, वाटर. डी इज सॉइल. तो करेक्ट आंसर क्या है? ऑप्शन ए, रेडियो एक्टिव. तो ब्लैंक में क्या आएगा? रेडियो एक्टिव पोल्यूशन. ये नवंबर 2020 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था. D, giant squirrel is an example of dash. Option A, endangered. B, rare. C, vulnerable. D, indeterminate. तो आंसर क्या है? ऑप्शन डी इज़ अ राइट आंसर, इनडिटर्मिनेट. तो ब्लैंक में क्या आएगा? इनडिटर्मिनेट. ये मार्च 2022 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था. नेक्स्ट वन, सेकेंड क्वेश्चन, कंप्लीट द कोरिलेशन. अगर वेस्टर्न घाट में एशियाटिक लायन है तो सुंदरबान सेंचुरी में क्या है? तो आंसर है बंगाल टाइगर. ये मार्च 2022 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था. थर्ड क्वेश्चन, attempt at various levels are performed for conserving environment. Which role would you like to perform? Give 2 actions each on prevention, control, production, awareness, conservation. ये 5 मार्क के लिए पूछा गया था. ये 5 ऑप्शन में से व्हाट इज़ योर रोल? इन पांचों में से कौन सा मेरा रोल है वो भी बताना. मीन्स योर रोल, वॉट एवर इज़ योर रोल दैट ऑल्सो यू हैव टू राइट. और हर एक के बारे में 2 एग्जाम्पल, 2 एक्शंस लिखना है. और ये 5 मार्क के लिए पूछा है. तो यू हैव टू राइट इन योर ओन वर्ड्स आंसर. I like the role of awareness. So which role I would like? Awareness for environmental conservation by making common people aware of environmental conservation and bring a positive attitude in human being towards the environment for welfare of entire living world. अभी हर एक के बारे में 2 एक्शन लिखना है. तो फर्स्ट वन क्या था? प्रिवेंशन. So I will not allow anybody to cut trees. Second one, I will prevent air, water, soil pollution and thus protect the environment. Second one क्या था? Control. उसमें कंट्रोल में फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या लिखा है? आई विल कंट्रोल द यूज़ ऑफ प्लास्टिक बाय यूजिंग सस्टेनेबल प्रोडक्ट्स. सेकेंड पॉइंट, आई विल कंट्रोल द यूज़ ऑफ वाटर. थर्ड वन, सी, प्रोडक्शन. प्रोडक्शन का फर्स्ट पॉइंट, वॉलंटियर विद एनवायरमेंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सेकेंड पॉइंट, ग्रोइंग मोर ट्रीज बाय टेकिंग पार्ट इन ट्री प्लांटेशन कैंपेन. डी इज़ अवेयरनेस. First point of awareness, to increase awareness of environmental conservation in future generation through education. Make the general public aware of their activities which are harmful to environment. Last one is what? Conservation. उसका first point क्या है? Conserving the available natural resources by buying only what I need. Second point for conservation, I will help in forest conservation. अभी ये सब पेज नंबर 44 टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 44 में दिया. You can take any point and elaborate and write on it. और ये मार्च 2020 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में पूछा गया था for 5 marks. नेक्स्ट फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, कंप्लीट द फ्लो चार्ट. ये 3 मार्क के लिए पूछा गया था. जो भी मैंने रेड इंक में लिखा है दोज फॉर द ब्लैंक स्पेसेस विच वी हैड टू फिल इट अप. तो इकोसिस्टम के अंदर क्या आता है, बायोटिक कॉम्पोनेंट. बायोटिक कॉम्पोनेंट आर ऑफ 2 टाइप्स, ऑटोट्रॉफिक और यहाँ पे फिल करना था वो क्या है, हेट्रोट्रॉफिक. ऑटोट्रॉफिक के अंदर क्या आता है, प्रोड्यूसर, और प्रोड्यूसर के अंदर क्या है, प्लांट्स. हेट्रोट्रॉफिक के अंदर 2 आता है, कंज्यूमर्स, डिकम्पोजर्स. डिकम्पोजर्स के अंदर क्या आता है, बैक्टीरिया, और कंज्यूमर्स के अंदर क्या आता है, एनिमल्स. एनिमल्स आर ऑफ 3 टाइप्स, जो तीनों भी फिल करना था वो है प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर, सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर और टर्शरी कंज्यूमर. ये जो फ्लो चार्ट है इट इज़ गिवन इन पेज नंबर 37 ऑफ टेक्स्ट बुक, और ये जुलाई 2019 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा गया था. फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन, कंप्लीट द फ्लो चार्ट. ये 2 मार्क के लिए पूछा गया था. हर एक बॉक्स के लिए आधा आधा मार्क है. जो भी रेड में लिखा है वो ब्लैंक था जो फिल करना था. क्वेश्चन क्या था, इफ़ेक्ट्स ऑफ रेडियो एक्टिव पोल्यूशन. तो इसका इफ़ेक्ट क्या है, फर्स्ट वन कैंसरस अल्सरेशन, सेकेंड वन जेनेटिक चेंजेस, थर्ड वन टिश्यूज इन द बॉडी आर डिस्ट्रॉयड, फोर्थ वन विजन इज़ एडवर्सली अफेक्टेड. अभी ये जो चार्ट है वो पेज नंबर 40 में टॉप में येलो बॉक्स में दिया है, और ये मार्च 2020 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा गया था. सिक्स्थ वन, Why it is necessary to ban the use of plastic bags. ये 3 मार्क के लिए पूछा गया था. आंसर you can write in your own words. First point, plastic bags are non-biodegradable products which pose a serious threat to the environment. Second point, plastic bags choke the drain and sewer system. Third point, burning of plastic bags produce harmful gases. Fourth point, street animals may consume these plastic bags which may result in their deaths. Fifth point, hence it is necessary to ban the plastic bags. ये सितंबर 2021 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा था. सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन, व्हाट आर द 3 endangered heritage places in India? Mention 2 measures you will take to protect with reasons. ये 5 मार्क के लिए पूछा गया था. आंसर, फर्स्ट पॉइंट, द वेस्टर्न घाट spread over the states of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu and Kerala has been endangered due to mining industry and search for natural gas. Habitats of Asiatic lion and wild bison of this region have been under threat. Second point, Manas sanctuary of Assam is under threat due to dams and indiscriminate use of water. Tiger and rhino of that region are under threat. Third point, Sundarban sanctuary of West Bengal is reserved for tigers. However, the tiger population and overall local environment is seriously challenged by dams, deforestation, excessive fishing, trenches dug for same, etc. Fourth, balance is required between conservation and resource extraction in the management of this area. Fifth point, number of staffs in the management should be increased, and the key objective of this management is to manage the property and to retain the biodiversity. Sixth point, a sustainable financing mechanism needs to be ensured to provide necessary financial for long term management of the property. अभी जो 3 endangered heritage place जो है वो टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 44 में मिल जाएगा. और उसके बाद उन लोग ने पूछा था कि 2 measures you will take to protect this environment. तो ये this you have to write in your own words, खुद के words में लिखना है. तो you can write anything. Now this was asked in September 2021 के बोर्ड एग्जाम में. नेक्स्ट 8th क्वेश्चन, एक्सप्लेन द मीनिंग ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सिंबल. ये 3 मार्क के लिए पूछा गया था. फर्स्ट सिंबल ये दिया था, द सिंबल टेल्स अस नॉट टू लिटर द प्लेस, यूज डस्टबिन टू मैनेज वेस्ट. यू कैन राइट एनीथिंग इन योर ओन वर्ड्स, सी दैट इट इज़ रिलेटेड टू द सिंबल. सेकेंड वन, ये सिंबल दिया था, द सिंबल टेल अस टू यूज इको फ्रेंडली व्हीकल बाईसाइकिल विच डज नॉट पल्यूट द एटमोसफियर. थर्ड सिंबल ये दिया था, दिस सिंबल टेल्स अस टू सेव वाटर. और ये तीनों सिंबल जो है वो मार्च 2022 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा था. नेक्स्ट वन, 9th क्वेश्चन, डिस्क्राइब 2 एनिमल्स ऑफ थ्रेटन्ड स्पीसीज, ये 2 मार्क के लिए पूछा था. First point, lion-tailed monkey is declining or their habitat is shrunk to such an extent that they can be extinct in near future if conservative measures are not implemented. They come under endangered species. Second one, tiger, lion come under vulnerable species as the number of these organisms is extremely less and continues to decline. ये जो आंसर है वो पेज नंबर 45 टेक्स्ट बुक के पेज नंबर 45 में दिया है. कौन सा भी 2 एनिमल के बारे में डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं और ये सितंबर 2021 के बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में पूछा गया था.